Hi guys, this is Juno and welcome back to another Summoner's War video. We are on Reagen's account and this is another account review. He is another subscriber, another Patreon, so again, shout out to Reagen. I really appreciate it. This account owner apparently plays the game with his wife and they came back recently. I heard his wife is more of a Pokemon collector, right? So she probably plays the game more to fill up the Pokédex, while as he wants to play competitively and he wants to know how to progress. So I am not gonna be too harsh because I did hear that he came back recently and he didn't play. Actually, he didn't play much at all. I did take a look at his record and it does look like he's fairly early game. So this account review will be more of a guidance review, which is kind of what I usually do. But again, I won't be too harsh with his rune quality. So anyways, let's get into the video. Hey guys, before we start the video, if you guys are interested in getting advice and help from me and other Summoners War players, feel free to join my Discord, where the link is in the descriptions below. Also, if you enjoy my content and want to support me, become a Patreon, where the link for it is also in the descriptions. I want to say I appreciate all the support, and believe me, I really do. Anyways, that was it. Let's get back to the video. He's been playing for 2,300 days, but like I said, he came back recently. He hasn't played much before either, but it does look like he's done with Toa, Normal, and Hard, which is something that you should do every month. Never miss it, because that is the one place where you get the most resources, like Devilmons, Crystals, and obviously the Scrolls. Arena highest is F3, which is very common for these 2,000 days accounts that we've seen. And then World Arena is Challenger 2, Special League is Challenger 1. Apparently, I'm pretty sure he didn't play it. And then if you look at his guild content, you can see that he's not that high of a level. He doesn't have any red stars, so we could tell that he is in a very weak guild. I guess that's the safe way to say it. And then he probably also is not carrying the guild because of his rune quality, so on and so forth. I did take a look at his dungeons. He is doing GB12. It's an interesting GB12 team. I don't know what Tyrone is really bringing in here. Probably just the freezes and the middle stages. But I still do think that Sigmaris is better. But if this is safe, then okay, it's fine. Because 1 minute 43 seconds is not that slow, but also it's not that fast. His DB12 is... Well, he can't even do DB12. You can see DB11 was 10 minutes. So I will make a trickery. That's the first thing I will do. I'll just go straight to the trickery. Don't care about anything. Just get all the resources you need to make the 3 trickeries, farm those Inugami dungeons, and second awaken the Icarus, and get your trickery ready. During the meantime, farm giants and get that fatal rune, because I'm pretty sure you don't have the damage runes for Revert with the raid set, because you're not doing MB12. So what I will do is farm GB12 as much as I can, get a good fatal set, so that you can prepare for your Vertihill, your damage Vertihill with the Icaro team. Once you do that, your DB12, your MB12 will just be cleared automatically, which you both can't do, and you will be able to do your Punisher Crypt. You'll just probably have to go for the left tower first, and you'll get that done, or just both the towers first, and then you'll be done. Steel Fortress is a little harder. I think you do need a specific team. If you do feel like getting just a set team that everybody knows, I'll finish up the dot team and run your GB12 there with the dot team, with Lucian, with Double Melio, with Tattoo, Sath, and then if you get that working, you could just implement that directly to your Steel Fortress team, which will clear that automatically. Obviously, you're not doing BGR5. Yep. And so after that, once you get your DB12 and MB12 done, and maybe even the artifact dungeons, I will move to R5, and first thing I'll probably do is make Bale, because I'm pretty sure you don't have Bale right now, and that is the #1 unit that you will need for a solo BGR5 or just BGR5 in general. You'll probably have to go play with other people first, just do the regular BGR5, and once your rune quality goes up, you'll be able to transition to solo R5. If you want to be competitive in Arena, you'll obviously have to do your buildings, which looks like you are doing. I'll just stop everything. Don't level up anything here, and just focus on this Guardstone, because you are focusing on your dungeon, your trickery, where the Guardstone is going to help a lot. So this is the very first thing I'll focus on. Don't focus on anything else. Just focus on Guardstones. Once you're done with this, you could go back to either the Sky Tribe Totem, which is the speed tower, or the Fallen Ancient Keeper, which is the crit damage. I'll probably go with the crit damage first because again it helps with the trick routine. Your bird will do more damage, so I'll probably just do Guardstone, Fallen Ancient, then the speed, and then do like Crystal Altar, Ancient Sword, and then everything else. Until then, I'll put up a fake defense. I'm pretty sure this defense is not really getting any wins anyways. And you can see that a lot of people aren't coming in, meaning it's much harder for you to be farming. Due to the recent update, you can do this unlimited times, but you only get 3 glory points, whereas if you have a weak defense where weak people come in and if you revenge, you will get 5 glory points, which is obviously more, right? Almost twice as more. So I don't really like spending all your arena points here unless you're like super lazy. I will just put up a fake defense and then farm the people that come in. Because really right now with your probably your rune quality, you're not gonna get any wins. Nothing looks crazy. I'm gonna assume that this doesn't exist because they're all 5 stars. Okay, there's some nat 5s, but this is a dupe Savannah, which I don't know if you really need, especially on your level. I'll probably just make it a blessing and hope that you get a new unit. Zeros is good. Zeros is good, which is another dupe. It's kind of unnecessary to keep double Zeroses, but I don't know if you can defeat it when you awakened it, so that's unfortunate. Ariel, is that a dupe Ariel? Yes. Again, there's no reason for you to have a dupe Ariel. These are all unfortunate things because I don't know again if maybe you might be able to make this crystals because he's not awakened, but I'm pretty sure the Zeros is a lost cause, so you'll have to either just make it, and then the Savannah you'll probably just want to make it crystals too. Yes, Savannah does work in Siege later, but that's only when you have the runes, and I think you don't even have enough runes for the box that you currently have. And then here you have a Speedly. That's great. That's good. That's good. And then you don't have a Clara. You have Savannah, and you don't have a Cocky. You have Tiana. Okay, so you have Triton too. So you could go, if you want, later, you could go like Samath, Triton, Savannah +1. Which is the last +1 is usually like a Cocky, but it looks like you don't have that. So you just want something that hits hard. And that is... I like the Cocky because it's so easy to rune and he has such an insane base speed. It's easy to speed tune as well. But right now, I don't really see a good option. If you just want to go for pure, damage. I mean, I guess you could even use the Ren, because Ren's base speed is pretty insane as well. So maybe speed tuning that is not that bad. But yeah, you want a damage dealer, and like AoE damage dealer to do something. Let's look at your runes. And again, I am not going to be expecting anything here, because I know that you can't do MB12, you can't do DB12, and you could only do GB12. So let's look at Swift. Fastest 24. Wow, actually this is a very fast rune compared to what I've expected. This is actually very fast. So that's good. And then 16. Okay, one good rune. 22. This is an awesome rune, guys. 22. Okay. There's some hope in the speed set. There's definitely some hope in the speed set. Then 14. Okay, slow slot 4. Slow slot 5, and then slow slot 6. At least you have 2 fast runes, which are good. And these 2 are definitely keepers till the end. I don't think they're on the right units, but for now at least, I mean, you should just be runing up your dungeon team to make sure that they could do the dungeon 100%. Let's move on to the violent sets. Okay, yeah, you can see how low of a quality they are. Yup. Yeah, nothing good here, nothing good. So I have nothing to say. These are like beginner violent runes. I would just work on your trickery. Even if you get a working DB12 team, which is really hard actually right now in your level, unless you get the trickery done, the amount of time that it takes to farm is so long that you're gonna just fall behind everybody else that's running the trickery, and you really don't want to be falling more behind than right now because you're already like super behind. Okay, and let's look at Will again. You don't have a lot of runes here. 16. Yeah, so I mean, Will runes, just forget about it. You're not gonna get anything again until you get the MB12 done. So I think you know what I'm trying to say. Just get Icarus done. Get the Icarus done. make sure you get some determination runes, and I do see that you have a couple. This one is good, but this one is not, because I don't think the 14% will ever be enough. You even need some grinds to do this. I don't know, I don't want to be telling you to don't grind, but I wouldn't start grinding right now unless I know for sure that I can make the trick routine with the runes that you have. But you do have one right now, and then you have 2 more that's on its way. I am pretty sure you're not going to be able to get the defense that you currently want. You do have to get a couple more determination sets, I am pretty sure, and then you need a lot of guard runes that have defense. Yeah, so you'll have to give this to Trickery. You have to give, so you have make sure you give most of these to Trickery. So because these are gonna really help. And then let's look at defense percentage here. Yeah, to see like these won't work. You have to hope that this double rolls into defense, and then maybe that's usable. This triple roll into defense. Same with this double roll into defense. So you have to double roll these into defense and then grind it to be enough. That's the truth. Then let's look at determination and see if you have some defense. So this is a very valuable rune. You want more of these for your determination sets, because you know for this slot you could at least get the full 63% defense, which is common for these slots. So you want more of these kind of runes, and the better is to even get a defense flat gem in these, because anything here will be an addition. Let's look at defense percentage. So yeah, like I said, I think this is a little too low. I mean, it might work if you get enough defense somewhere else, but right now, at least just looking at it, it seems too low. You have to, that's a 5-star rune, so I'm not gonna just look at that. Here you have to hope that one more roll goes into defense, and then you could give it a defense grind and hope that it's like 7 or 8% for it to be actually usable. And again, later on, if you could gem in the defense over the attack, would be awesome. Don't do that in advance. Make sure you make everything, and if you have enough defense without doing that, you might want to be gemming out that stat for like accuracy, because you do want to be landing defense breaks. I think first thing is to get your dungeons, because there's a lot of dungeons you can't do right now, and that's definitely the biggest priority. And some people might say that Trickery is not worth, but I think especially for people that are so behind, it is definitely worth. I wouldn't be using any crystals for summons in your level. I'll be farming non-stop. If you can't be farming DB12, then I will be farming GB12, because in the end you still need to be ruining this guy. And right now this build is a no. You'll be getting a build that looks like this. Okay, that one's not that bad. Let's not speed. Let's look at the crit rate. Something like this. That one's good. I mean, this is just a mock. I'm not sure if this will even work, but it needs to be tanky as well. That's crit rate. It doesn't need speed, so that's awesome. It's crit rate. Let's see what has the highest crit rate. This one doesn't look that great because it doesn't have attack. Maybe that, or maybe this for sure. Right, like that. Then hope for a blade set. Nice, that's a good one. You need 13% more, so you just need something that gives crit rate. Let's see if you have like high HP, because like I said, you want the tankiness, right? Nope, so you need at least 8%. Oh, this would have been good if you had crit rate. Yeah, this one looks okay. Like it has HP crit rate, that's a plus. But the best is crit rate, crit damage, and HP, which you do not have. So let's just look at crit rate and crit damage. Yeah, something like this. If you get one roll into crit rate, it'll be done, and then everything else could be crit damage, and maybe you could get additional stats in like tanky stats. And you can see it has like almost no speed. I don't know if it'll work because these are not powered up, but once it's powered up, once you give it some grinds, which you have a small amount of, it might be able to work. Right now in your level, just do BJR3 just R3, just do raid level 3 and get some grinds, because any grind right now will help and you need it. Okay, but that was it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is a very early account compared to the amount of days that's been open. Yeah, it's been open for 2,500 days, but I mean, the owner said that he hasn't been playing for such a long time, and they only came back, I think, after COVID started or something. Yeah, I'm not even sure, but nonetheless, it's a very early account. It needs a whole lot of work, like a lot of work. And the first thing to start with is the trigger. But that was it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.